Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you doing today? You're welcome to the episode 7 of Shaking Tables with Namangblackie. And today we have a fresh new topic. Our topic for today is property sharing. Okay, we're talking property sharing. So the question goes like this. Now, will you co-own a property with your partner after marriage or when you get into a relationship? Now, this property you had it or you bought it before getting into marriage or before dating this person. Okay, so we're talking properties, we're talking investment, we're talking anything that's business wise, anything that is supposed to yield you profit. You own this thing before getting into the relationship. Now you're into a relationship or you're married now. Will you co-own this property or this investment with your partner? Yeah. Let us sink in. Okay, so as usual, we put this question up on our Instagram and we had the Instagram live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Namangblackie. And we had a few people calling in and telling us their opinions about it. And the first caller was like, yo, the moment you're able to give a woman some form of comfort zone, then definitely it's fine for you to share a property with her. And he went on to say, if he gets married, he will definitely share some of his properties with her, but he's going to leave out the sensitive ones, okay? Sensitive ones, keyword. And some people went on to ask him, what does he mean by sensitive property or sensitive investment? You know, and then he was like, if you have, for instance, if you have an application that you design and then this application is making money, if the wife or the partner is not a tech, oriented person, then there's really no need of putting that person as a co-owner. The best he can give her is to be a shareholder but not a co-owner, because that kind of a job is quite sensitive, all right? Another person called in and said there has to be maturity, understanding, and love. Once you can have these three, then it's okay to co-own whatever property you have or whatever investment you have, because if there's an understanding, if there's love for him, and then there's maturity, then he sure as hell everything would work out. Okay. Another person said involvement will push growth. Now, involvement in the sense that as a single person, you were able to make $10 million from the company. Now you put on your partner, you bring in more ideas and more insights to how best to run the business or how best to take care of the investment. And then there's every possibility of more growth. So, I mean, you know what they say, 2 heads are better than 1, you know. So there's a possibility that you can put on your partner and then there's going to be exponential growth on that business. Another person said, as much as you're looking for that will to invest or that will for growth, you should always be cautious of who you share your company profile with, because just don't be in a rush to share information, okay? You can be head over heels in love with this person, and the moment you tell this person, oh, I own shares in CBN, or I own shares in Facebook, or I have a 10% shares on Twitter, the moment you tell someone that kind of a thing, if that person is not in that relationship because they love you, there's every chance that their feelings towards you would change, and then now it's going to be about the money. Okay, so whatever they will do now, they'll be aiming at the fact that they need a cut in that shares that you own or in that investment that you own. So don't really be in a rush to divulge all your investments or all your private properties. You can keep them for later, and then you just keep dropping them later like surprises, you know. That's what somebody said. Another person's opinion was, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Now, he came up with this concept in the way that he was like, if your partner is not on the same table with you regarding that investment or that property, if you put that partner on board, then there's definitely going to be abuse of power, okay? For instance, you own a tailoring business now, yeah? And then with this tailoring business, your partner comes up on board and you put the person as a 50-50 partner, right? And then that person's opinion is now considered whenever you're making decisions for the company, because now the person owns 50% of the company, right? Which means change of name, which means change of ownership, change of papers, and all that, right? Now, if this person is not fashion oriented, or if this person is not interested in owning a fashion business or a fashion line, and you put this person on board, there's every chance that this person would not perform good. Do you get? And the person might end up abusing the power you've given him or her. So you need to be conscious of how you allow your partner to come on board, because if your partner doesn't share the same goals, identity, and mission that you have for that property or that investment, then there's definitely bound to be an abuse of power. Another person said, if the partner shares the same idea, it's okay. If not, just give them a percent. You don't have to give them 50%. You can just give them a percentage, maybe 20%, maybe 30%. Let them just be shareholders, but not co-owners. Okay, someone said it's better for them to be shareholders than co-owners, because it's too risky to have them as co-owners, especially when they do not share the same identity as you. And our last caller for the day was like, if you don't have an idea, just invest and don't co-own. Okay, just because you have a partner who has this multi-million naira company or multi-million dollar company, and because this person is your partner, you feel the right or you feel entitled to co-own that business, even if you do not share the same idea or you do not even understand the concept behind what this person is doing. Just agree to take shares, man. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to co-own it. Okay, women, if he's offering you percentage, please take it. Men, if your wife is offering you percentage, please take it. You don't have to co-own it, because when you co-own it, there's too much paperwork that has to go through, and trust me, you don't want to have those paperwork going through. Okay, so it's all about understanding at the end of the day. If both of you feel it's fine to co-own it, please go ahead. If both of you feel, no, it's your personal business, it's your personal hustle, it's your baby project, keep it to yourself. It's fine. Whatever works for you, okay? As a couple, whatever works for you. You guys just need to talk about it, come to a standpoint, come to a middle ground, and make your decisions, all right? In my opinion, I think I'm standing on the fence here, because I really don't know how to decide on whether or not I would share. But it's all about conversation. If my partner feels like she has an idea on what I'm all about, or on this baby project of mine, yeah, well, there's every chance I could put her as a co-owner. But if you don't have an idea, man, the best I could give you is shares, because you're my partner, so you take shares, and that's all. Put you on salary and That's how I see it. That's how I feel about it. So tell me what you think in the space below. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Let's share our opinions. Let's rub minds. Remember, nobody's an island of knowledge. Everybody needs to throw in one or two opinions, and then we learn from it. All right. So don't forget, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram so you can watch every live show that comes up every day of the week, except weekends, so you can be updated and you can be a participant to these amazing show. Thank you to all who's been tuning in. Thank you to everyone that has been a part of this 7 episodes so far. I really appreciate the time. I really appreciate the contribution. It's Taurus season, baby. Yeah. Welcome to the Taurus season. Ha ha ha. All right. Thank you very much for your time. See you next time. Until another episode, I remain yours faithfully, Namangblackie. Love you.